Welcome back to the channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, that like button, and turn those post notifications on. As today we are talking about Ken Holland coming out saying he wants to get some draft picks back for all the draft picks he forfeited to bring guys in at the trade deadline, and who he can move is what I'm assessing. So I was just thinking today while at my daughter's doctor's appointment, I was like, we talked about Jujhar Khaira getting traded for picks. Alex Chason could be a name, trade for picks. But then I really started thinking, well, those guys could be crucial for us next year. And so I kind of just thought, you know what? Defense. Let's focus on the defense. And the name that keeps appearing everywhere I read is Matt Benning. So there is three possible scenarios to get picks here, or Matt Benning stays an Oiler. So, thinking before I get to that, thinking why are you even talking about this? Well, think about it. Our defense, there's so many defensemen we have. Who would have thought the Edmonton Oilers would be in a defenseman situation? But you look at first line's gonna obviously be Larson and Clefbaum. Second line is Nurse and Bear. Okay, so there's your top four. You can change them around, whatever. Those are your four main guys. Sorry about that you're going to keep. Now you look at the fifth, sixth, and seventh spot. Well, the emergence of Caleb Jones while Matt Benning was injured. He's could be a top pick for one of those three positions. Now you got a guy like Russell. Well, yes, everyone's calling for a bio for Russell, but you know what? We have 1 year left. Let's just get through it. There we go, fine and dandy, because at the end of the next season, we're going to have to sign a lot of guys. So let's just keep Russell in this scenario. So you got Russell, you got Jones. Then you got arguably our best prospect defenseman in Evan Bouchard, which if they do what they did with Jones, Legason, while Bear was a shock to everyone, if he comes in and does one of what one of those three guys did, he's a solidified contender for one of those three spots. So there's three guys for those three spots. Now you're not even including maybe, what about Legason? Does he have another shot? What about maybe the possibility of signing Mike Green for a low risk, high reward contract, which I am doing a video too about? You could do that way. So then you got Matt Benning. Well, Matt Benning has had a solid career in Edmonton after being drafted in 2012 by the Boston Bruins. 62 games, 15 points, 73, 21, 70, 17. This year he has 8 and 43. It's been an up and down year because of the two concussions. The penalty minutes are kind of on the upside, but look at the shots, too. He gets shots to the net. So now you're thinking, well, Matt Benning could be one of those three guys. Well, here's where I'm coming with this. I said there's three possibilities. Possibility number one to get draft pick is trade him. Clear out, just trade him for whatever you could get for him. And honestly, he's a plus 32 in his career, and it's been all with Edmonton. Now, you might say, okay, well, yeah, that's pretty good. So teams might take a shot on a third line pairing that actually has that. Now, your other options, kind of similar, kind of different. You could qualify RFA him. That means you qualified offer, he can accept it, and you get no draft picks out of it, or he can wait, test free agency, you still have the qualifying offer there. So if a team comes back and says, look, we want Matt Benning for 4 years at just $8 million for 4 years, we're just going to put out a number. Edmonton can come back, well, that's kind of pricey for us. Go ahead, because they qualified him, they could get compensation draft picks for them. That is another way that a lot of people aren't thinking, well, we can risk losing him to get a draft pick or see what people figure out. So that's that. As Matt Benning, in my mind, has much as I've grown to like the guy, I didn't really care for him back in the 16-17 season, but moved into the 17-18 season, I started liking him, and then last year was just phenomenal. He did sign that contract for 1.9 million. We know he's going to ask for a bit more, and with the salary cap probably staying the same because of this pandemic the world's going through, I don't know if they can afford to keep Matt Benning in that sense either, because they have Kazian's new contract, Nurse's new contract. Jones signed a little bit more, like 60,000 more, whatever. So keeping Matt Benning for more than $2 million is going to be really hard for the Edmonton Oilers to do, unless if he has his sets on playing here. He's from St. Albert, which is connected to Edmonton. It's a suburb just off of Edmonton. He might go, yeah, you know what? I want to play here. I grew up just down the road. I will take a $1.9 million contract, $2 million contract. So there are possibilities that, Matt Benning could get traded for picks, and who knows? He might get signed, and then we trade the rights for Mike Green or trade Russell. But that's all in different videos coming up. Let me know what you think. I think Matt Benning will bring the most profit back for us out of a lot of the guys we have that are expendable. Let me know in the comments what you think. I'll catch you guys on the next one.